This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Yesterday, the foster dog decided to eat everything, got into your purse that had a bunch of different pills.
Now,
because you're addicted to...
No.
What?
That's not funny. There's an opioid crisis. But no, I had actually three different kinds of drugs in my purse. Okay, this does sound bad. But they are prescription and I don't take them daily. So I have my migraine pills that I take as soon as I feel the aura coming on. And then and that just comes in like a paper box. So very easy to access. But then I had 2 pill bottles. One of them's for anxiety. I've actually only ever taken one of them. So there's still lots of them in the pill bottle. It's more of a security blanket that I carry around. That's even what my doctor said to me. She's like, even just having these on you, I bet you won't even take them. And it's true. And I've had them for over a year.
Well, the dog almost took them.
Yeah, the dog almost took that. And then I also have another thing of drugs, which is a really heavy prescription of, what's it called?
Painkiller.
It's like an Aleve, pretty much, for
your
cramps.
cramps, yeah. So if he would have gotten into them, he would have been very calm and pain-free.
I don't know about that.
No, it was very,
bad.
very happy he wasn't able to get into the pill bottles.
For context, if you're like, okay, if you didn't get into them, then what did you see when you got home? Basically, the pill bottles were just thrown. Chewed a bit. The paper box with my migraine pills luckily fell out of the bag and were kind of hidden under the stairs, so he didn't see them. Otherwise, it would have been game over. Mm-hmm. And then he also chewed up a bottle of my perfume and a candle that was on the counter. I'm like, dude, none of this should even taste good to you.
Yeah, why didn't you get into the garbage? Well, there's way better stuff than a candle there.
So we are hearing from a lot of our listeners of things that your dog has eaten. You got home, donezo. Corey says an entire Terry chocolate orange.
Oh, no.
Do you think the dog was like throwing it on the counter first to see if it would break?
And also like, this isn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Really? I think they're so good. Even though they kind of taste like a chemical, I'm into it.
Mm-hmm. This text says, I used to have a Chihuahua and she ate a hairbrush and then she ran through the house dragging a turd by said hair.
I hate when that happens. When I look out the window and I can see Gordy trying to get one out, but it's hanging, and I'm like, it's one of my hairs.
Oh, really?
Yes,
this is a common thing?
It is a common thing. Dogs will eat human hair by accident, or on purpose, I guess, if this dog ate a hairbrush. But then they string out of their butt.
Okay.
It's so unfortunate. Jen says, my previous dog, Sully, was a lab. Sully ate 2 garden hoses, the shelf off of our barbecue, and a blue camping chair. Our current puppy swallowed my sock. We were so worried it would get stuck, but 24 hours later, it was a success, and we all cheered.
So my dog has eaten the crotches out of my fiance's underwear, and he's eaten, I had to pull a dryer sheet out of his ass once.
That's funny. There was one on the floor at our house the other day, and I stepped on it, and it was on top of like a fairly slippery floor as is.
Ooh, yeah.
And it was almost the end of me.
Oh, man. It would have been one of those slow motion falls.
You picked it up and you tried to throw it, but it just came right back at your face.
Thank you for the call, Eric. We appreciate it. More of your calls and texts on things your dog has eaten next.
My sister's dog ate an entire baguette. Which I just think I wish there was video footage of dogs when they get something that's that big. They are having the best time.
What was the dog's name?
Reggie.
When he was eating the baguette.
Okay, what we're learning from the text line this morning is that mastiffs can eat a lot, which makes sense. How many pounds is a mastiff full grown? Like, it's got to be
130?
150 pounds.
Yeah, they can get pretty huge.
Lexi says, my mastiff ate a hole in our wall and also a hole in the floor. Still not sure how she did it. Chelsea's mastiff ate a large thing of butter, including the foil, a bunch of coffee pods, 6 buns with half of the plastic bag, and 4 bananas off the counter in like 4 bites. Never faced him or made him sick. And then she just wrote in again, ours was 170 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had a little acreage in Bonnyville when I lived there, and there was one kind of weird doorway, and I remember asking, because I knew the old owner, I was like, what happened with this doorway? And he's like, oh yeah, the mastiffs chewed the door frame off of the wall. And I was like, what? And I guess two masters just went to town. And so then they just pivoted and renovated like this weird shaped door frame. You found something in your dog's poop?
My damn golf shoes I'm still mad at. And I only found the Nike swoosh, to be honest with you.
So the golf shoes just went missing?
The left shoe went missing.
And the dog pooped out the Nike swoosh.
The Nike swoosh, yes.
Just do it.
Just do it. He didn't get any toys for 2 birthdays because I had to pay for a left shoe.
You've been getting pretty big into golf this summer, Lisa. Even posted a tutorial video recently about ways you can get away with cheating.
Yeah, and I feel good about it, which sounds crazy to be boasting about the ways that you cheat in golf. But I feel like everyone does it anyway, secretly. So why not
just be open about it?
Be open about it and inspire people with some tips. So I did post a tutorial with my top 5 ways to cheat in golf and get away with it.
One of the suggestions was to just tee it up on the fairway, and if anybody calls you out, you stab them with the tee. I thought that was a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, I went a bit far with that.
Okay.
The comment section is what's making me laugh so hard. We have the funniest listeners. So you can find this video on social media at the Lisa Evans. But in the comments, there's one person that's like, I always take Lifesaver candies with me, the hard ones. And that's what they tee up their ball with on the fairway.
It's really funny.
That is hilarious.
Just to make sure you got a nice lie makes a big difference.
And it's nice to see a lot of women who aren't comfortable golfing commenting, saying like, can I come out golfing with you, Lisa? This looks fun. I'm like, yes, absolutely. So if you're listening now and you want to go out for a round, you're not comfortable with golf,
Yeah.
hit me up. We'll go for a round together.
Ooh, I
I'm
like
totally
that.
down for that. And with these tips, it'll make you confident out there because your score will be a lie, but it'll be low.
Alanis Morissette, Rogers Place tonight. You and a big group of your girlfriends are going.
Yes.
Who are all getting, I'm sure, done up. We'll just look like a bunch of rockets.
You know it.
So I want to put you to the Alanis Morissette test. You claim that you know Jagged Little Pill off by heart, front to back, that entire album.
Absolutely, front to back. The entire
Okay.
thing. I used to listen to it on a loop. I still listen to it sometimes. It's so good.
So we're going to play a little game here. I have some of the songs lined up. When I cut the music, you have to keep singing.
Okay.
If you get all of them right, you'll have the best time tonight. If you get any of them wrong, I get your ticket and get to go with all your hot girlfriends.
I am feeling very confident about this. And I'm sure a lot of people that are attending the concert tonight at Rogers Place who are playing along in the car or at home or at the office, wherever you are right now, we're going to crush this. We're going to get 100%.
All right.
I've never been more confident about anything in my entire life.
Okay, here we go. Should I give you the song title first?
Oh, you don't have to all know the song as soon
No,
as
I
the
know,
song
but
starts.
maybe for somebody who's just kind of a part-time Alanis fan.
Fine.
Ironic is what we're starting with. You starting easy.
'Kay.
Okay? So when I cut the music, I'll point at you. You just got to keep singing.
Used to play it safe, was afraid to fly.
He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life
Good.
To take that
Even your timing was good on that one. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Next up, we have Hand in My Pocket.
Okay.
I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless.
I'm here, but I'm really gone.
I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby.
All right, 2 for 2. This is the Alanis Morissette test. If Lisa crushes these next couple, she gets to go tonight. If not, I get her tickets.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go to that show. So
Oh, it's going to be so good. Garbage is opening.
next up, we have All I Really Want.
Okay. Enough about me.
All right.
Let's talk about you for a minute.
Well done. Well
Enough
done.
about you. Oh, she is going to crush it.
Okay, next up, we have You Ought to Know. Good luck.
I know the version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down?
Oh, I'm not doing that part.
What?
Ryder, that's in a... Ryder. You did that on purpose. Do another part of the song so I can actually get 100% on this test. That's not fair.
Okay.
There was a slap in the face. How quickly I was replaced. And I am thinking of me when you.
All right. Well, sorry about your luck. Doing a little radio booty call coming up in a bit. And if our contestant is able to line up a booty call with their unsuspecting partner, doesn't know that they're on the radio, we will hook them up with a very sweet date night at Stanhope Eatery. Right now, though, we wanted to talk about these bat boxes.
Yeah, so apparently it's more common this summer for people to go to places like, I think Canadian Tire sells them. And you can buy a bat box and put it in a tree in your yard for bats to reside. And then there's less mosquitoes in the area.
Like, how many mosquitoes are bats catching?
A lot.
Like, I've been in a room with a mosquito that I wanted dead before. And I've spent, I don't know, an hour on one mosquito.
See, I don't like smushing them because there's that risk of the blood smear. And I don't know if it's their blood, my blood, or someone else's blood. So
Right.
it just makes me uncomfortable.
So these bats, though, are able to track down like hundreds,
I think
thousands.
so. They love to snack on mosquitoes. So the more bats in the area, the less mosquitoes. Now, here's the thing. I grew up in a neighborhood that had a back alley with a lot of trees. And at night, there would be bats swooping down all the time. And my dad put this fear in my head.
Where did you grow up? Transylvania?
No, I grew up in St. Albert. There's a lot of trees there.
You're making it sound like there were just bats everywhere.
There were.
Okay.
Especially at night. And he's like, you better pull your hair back when you're walking at night because they can get stuck in your hair. And ever since he said that, I'm scared to walk down back paths unless I have my hair slicked back.
Which I don't think I've ever seen you do.
Never. It's scary, but I have a new appreciation for bats because they eat mosquitoes.
But if we're using the bats to get rid of the mosquitoes, what are we then going to bring in to get rid of the bats once there's too many of them? Like, we'll need some eagles?
Yeah, what even eats a bat? Also, how do you get, like, what if I went to Canadian Tire and I'm like, I'm going to get myself a bat box? What if bats don't want to live with me? What if they're like, I don't want, what do you do then? Because I've had a bird house for a while and it's been empty.
No birds.
Nobody's renting it out.
You just have an empty bat box. How sad.
That's so sad. So we do have JC on the phone. She's going to call her boyfriend Curtis. If she can line up a booty call, no problem. They win this date night that's Shaking Down Nuts on Saturday.
Hello?
Hi. Are you up?
Just getting up. Why?
I was wondering if I should come over.
Come over?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go to work?
It's a nice day. Rather hang out with you.
Well, I got a jam at 1.
Oh, you can't cancel jam?
No,
Not even for me?
not really, because we're learning songs that we're playing in our gig tomorrow.
Can they move the gig back?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, perfect. Can I come over and hang out, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm already naked.
It's Ryder and Lisa calling from Play 107, and your lovely girlfriend had to line up a booty call in order for you guys to win a very sweet date night at Stanhope Eatery, and it sounds like she was successful.
Oh, yeah. I got all morning, baby.
Play 107.
Man, we had some hilarious stories earlier this morning about things your dog has eaten. We got a text after we were done talking about it that we just had to mention here.
Okay, so Katie wrote in saying, oh my God, my dog ate my fake tooth. I was getting a veneer on one of my front teeth. The dentist had to put a dummy tooth cap, like a temporary veneer, on it for a couple weeks while the veneer was being made. It could easily be taken in and out for sleep and eating, etc. I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, having some snacks, so I took it out and laid it on the couch beside me. My stupid dog thought it was food crumbs and gobbled it up. So here I am in grade 12 with my whole front tooth missing. All that was left was the little post that they attach it to.
Oh, no.
And I thought I would be toothless for a few weeks. I definitely couldn't afford another dummy tooth. I was devastated. My angel of a father actually spent the next few days collecting our dog's poop from the yard, hosing it down, and hoping to find the tooth cap. I said I refused to go to school without it. And yep, he found it. And yes, we boiled it, and I put it back in my mouth. My friends found out about it and forever would call me Poop Tooth. That's my favorite story. Poop Tooth.
What a great nickname. We're joined by Johnny from the Cabin Pub and Party. What do you guys got going on August long?
Sunday night, July 31st, you want to be at the Cabin for our kegger and karaoke party. $4 solo cup beers all night long. And get this, over $1,000 in prizes. We have a beanbag chair. We have a $500 Sonos speaker to listen to Play 107. Also, mini fridge from our good friends over at Phillips. Everybody who comes to the kegger is automatically entered to win for the prizes. And get this, if you sing karaoke that night, you get 5 more entries to the prizes.
What if you hog the karaoke mic like Lisa?
Hey, that was one time. I was killing it that night.
5 entries. Also on Sundays, we have $4 Soul all day and $5 build your own poutine. We had one guy the other day, he had a $50 poutine. They added all the toppings. It was insane. Make sure you come down to the Cabin for the August long weekend party.
Tell us what else is going on there.
If you want to come down Monday nights, get this, guys. $4 everything. Plus, DJ Chad Cook from Play 107 is there as well. Then on Tuesdays, we have our trivia. Thursdays, $2 cabin fried chicken. Our lobster party goes every single first Thursday of the month. $35, 1 pound of lobster. It's all good. And then, of course, you got the one and only Cabin Crusher at the Cabin. Mix your favorite flavored vodka, your favorite crushed soda. We have over 500 combinations for you, and they'll start at $5. It is awesome. Cabin, pub, and party.
Hit me with your Addy.
You can find us on the corner of Jasper and 116th or follow us online, social media, The Cabin YEG.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.